And honestly, it's much like the one I've just shown you. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are in Castle Martyr in County Cork, and this is Ballyochtre Church, and it dates back to 1549. Now it was destroyed in the War of 1641, and it's lain empty ever since. Now apparently this area is said to be the home of a demonic entity and is known locally as the Black Gates. Cromwell's troops butchered many Catholic rebels here, impaling them on spikes before beheading them as a warning to others. It's said that the Protestant vicar who identified the rebels is the black cloaked figure that walks around the graveyard and the woods. There has been many accounts of paranormal activity here. So it is a beautiful church. As you've seen, we had to walk through woods to get to this place, and to me it's absolutely beautiful. I don't know whether there's anything paranormal here, but with the Cromwellian soldiers being so barbaric, who knows what lies here. Right, so this is the graveyard attached to the church. And it's in a beautiful area. Lots of forest surrounding it. Now, I don't know whether ye believe in paranormal activity, but as I said, it is noted that there is a demonic entity that roams through here in a black cloak. Now, I don't really want to have any sort of encounter of that kind here. There was also a lot of vandalism done through this graveyard, and we'll be able to show you some of that very, very soon. And you can see just how overgrown it is. So for now, we're going to start just here. And most of these headstones are completely covered in a moss, almost like a blanket. So I'm not sure how much we will be able to read, but we will try our best. Look at these, they're just completely covered. This would have been a beautiful window. And we might be able to read this one. Erected 1861 by Philip Cahill of America. Just there. In memory of his father and mother, Philip and Elizabeth Cahill, and his niece, Elizabeth. So Philip has erected this in memory of his mum, his dad, and his niece. So Philip Cahill of America. Wow, what a beautiful gesture. And that gorgeous window. It's hard to believe it's so old and still standing, even after a war. So if you see anything or hear anything, definitely let me know. And for those who are not interested in paranormal, that's okay too. This is not a paranormal channel, but I did want to give you some background information on it. And if you think about all of those people butchered, you'd imagine it'd have to leave some sort of energy in the air, in the ground. So as I said, they were all put on spikes as a warning to others. This stone here is by Edmund Barry, in loving memory of his beloved father, Lawrence. Died July 19th, 1880, aged 58, and his sons Patrick and William, interred in Australia. So we will be going back in there, into the ruins of the church. Can't get over the moss on the headstones. There's so much of it. And we do have vaults inside. Just being wary of where I walk. I'm not going to chance going in under those to read, because it's just dangerous. So that brings us back in here. Brought some beautiful designs on this one. Can't really make it out. Here lies the body of John Healy, age 66, 1798 there. Just see those designs. Just there. Just on the wall here, you can see the stone. Now it's not just any stone, it actually has writing on it. This is the burial place of John Montaigne, 1839. So John and his family are remembered here just on this stone. There's nothing behind it, it's just the wall of the church itself. So maybe they didn't really know where John and his family were buried, and possibly he's just near this spot, and they wanted to remember him by a stone. And nice little place there, little slot in the wall. So this is for Elizabeth. Carp meal. Born August 1788, died March 1811. And that is really well preserved. And there's a big mound here. And I would guess that is a vault. And there's a stone here. It's upside down. Too hard to read it. But it does give a haunted feel. And you see the stonework here. Being that old, it's hard to believe it's still here. And so isolated in these woods. And possibly that's the reason people choose to drink here. And there's one thing drinking in these remote areas, but it's another thing to vandalise and destroy beautiful graves and vaults. We've seen it lots. I'm going to show you another example now. So we have this beautiful tomb. But this tomb leads underground to a vault. And it is a beautiful place. But unfortunately, these isolated vaults attract vandals, grave robbers, here rests the body of James Barry with his son. With his son James, I think it is. The son died in 1764, September 1764. His age then, can't see. Age there. To me it looks like 50, but I don't think so. Died in maybe that's somebody else. There's a 1766 there. There's a 64. That's possibly the age. The stone is also looks like member of a father and mother and of beloved sister. There's another date, 1798. So 1700s, late 1700s there. Right. If I turn around, you're going to notice, you know, the little alcoves and windows. But also, we're going to take a look at that vault in a second. This, I presume, was another vault.
Yeah, it's definitely a vault.
Because you can see the top slab, like a grave slab up top. But I'm going to just zoom in and give you an idea just how bad it is in there. I mean, it is full of every drink you could think of, including vodka and wine.
Now we're recycling.
Yeah, it's disgusting, that's what it is. There is bones, there is bones up at the very, very top. You can see it there, you can see the green bottle, and to the left, over here, there is a rib bone. So that was somebody's resting place. And to me, it just looks like they've dumped every bottle and can they had in there. But it's clearly a vault. I mean, it's horrible. The amount of drink bottles and cans that are thrown in there. I mean, do people even realise that it's actually a grave? I mean, there's rubbish actually everywhere. The more I look, the more I see. It's disgusting. So we're going to take a look at this. And honestly, it's much like the one I've just shown you. In there, you can see the rubbish. Now, I don't know till after I edit the video, maybe you will see if you can see any kind of remains in there. There have to be there, possibly under that big old stone. But when they made this beautiful tomb, I bet they weren't even expecting it to be desecrated in the way it is. Now, to me, all I feel here is peace, quiet. I don't feel anyway scared or anything.
I think someone said that at night time it's different.
What do you think? Is that a vault?
That's a vault, because you can see up the top there's another piece of slab there.
Really?
And a kind of a gap. So I think this would have been on top.
That would have been on top.
And that would be the entrance there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll read these. Here, like the body of... It's hard to read.
Yeah, and it's upside down, so it makes it even harder, doesn't it? Well, there's that would possibly have been the entrance. Just there.
There's a date on this.
Is there a date on it?
1780.
So this dates back to 1780. Grave Visitations has just managed to clean off some of that moss. But I don't know whether there would have been, is this like one of those old stone ones, or under all of that, is there some sort of monument? Or as I said, did the stone just come down this way, fall off it? Ouch, as I get stung. Any name on it? No.
Matthew something. Matthew Bunbury.
So Matthew
Bunbury.
1780. Oh.
So it's 18th century.
Wow.
vault.
It actually feels like it's going to spill rain. So we just found a little gap, and you can see just to the top. I can't even show you right, but just to the top. That vault goes in under there. That is crazy. It's huge, in fact. So that vault, that is a vault firstly. And as I said, it goes right in under there. Crazy. I think that's bones, guys. It's too far to tell. And I can't get a good enough shot for you. I think that is bones. So we've just spent a little bit of time trying to clean this grave that we think has come from the top of the vault. And there's a reverend here, his daughter. There's a Timothy, there's a Thomas. The dates are around 1799. Bunbury is the surname. And as I said, 1799. It's probably a little bit older than that. It's just one date we found way down there. But as I said, there's a whole list of names, including a reverend and his daughter here. Right, so very, very interesting. A shame to see the rubbish and the desecration of those vaults. Size of this headstone here, it's huge. It's completely covered. Look at that. But it is a beautiful old church. And knowing the history that we know, an extremely sad place. Tiny little headstone there. Now I don't want to go under this. Erected by Dennis Murphy in memory of his family. Families buried in this place. 1798 wrote on that. These are all little headstones as well. Nothing on this side. It's like a bed, a mossy bed. And you can see there on that big sign it says dangerous structures, do not enter. And to me that's a bit of a cop-out. They're not going to look after the place. They're not going to care for it. They're not going to care for those vaults. Looks like an angel here. There's an angel. This stone is erected by BYRI. Erected by Richard, I'd say it is. And then in the memory of, looks like suns there. Beautiful little angel there. Right, so guys, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of headstones that can be read here anymore. And I can't really see anything happening here soon as far as a clean up or a tidy up of the place. It's in such a beautiful location. As I said, we're all alone in this woodland. Just to give you a feel of how dense some of this place is. All the trees are so creepy when they're making noise.
They're creaking.
Creaking, and they could make you well believe
I actually think
that this place is haunted.
You know, it feels okay during the day, but the stories that we're told are based around what it's like here at night time.
Yeah.
So basically, I think at night time this place comes alive, really.
Well, as I said, that there was so much horrible, terrible history in this area alone that I was saying that, you know, there has to be energy of something.
And all the people that were slaughtered here.
All the people that were slaughtered and tortured, put up on pikes or spikes and displayed for all to see before they were taken down and beheaded. The history alone is creepy without adding a black cloaked demonic figure. Right, so guys, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's absolutely free and it helps me go a little bit further. But for now, guys, take care. God bless. And I will talk to you all again soon.